Hey everyone, I am super excited to show you how to get full coverage that actually looks like skin. You know, a lot of the tips and tricks that are out there right now are putting tons of makeup on so that you get that flawless look, but at the end of the day, it doesn't look like skin. I'm someone that has suffered from discoloration and pigmentation, acne my whole life. So really nailing the skin and making it look like I have smooth, even skin has always been a huge challenge of mine. I have some really great tips that I can't wait to share with you. The bottle comes with a dropper for really easy access to the product. So just take a little bit in your dropper. You can go directly into the brush or work off of your hand. I like to work off of my hand so that I don't end up with too much product right away, because then you have to like take it off and, you know, mush it around. So the idea is to just use as much as you need. So I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then this brush is amazing. It's the full coverage foundation brush, and all you do is press into the skin. So by stippling it into the skin, you're actually putting the coverage where you need it rather than sweeping it and buffing it and then it kind of like starts to move. I feel like those people that have really smooth skin can do the buffing. Those of us that need a little more coverage, stippling is a really great tip to just push the coverage into the skin. Now to set the foundation, I'm going to use the Skin Weightless powder. It leaves a very velvety, smooth finish, and it gives a little extra coverage if you need it. I like to use the sheer powder brush because I can press it into the skin without overdoing it, and it doesn't give the illusion of a super powdery finish. This foundation stick is seriously, I mean, it's good for everything. You can use it to give a little more coverage where needed. It's my favorite touch-up product. It's kind of like lipstick for the face. You can touch up whenever. Right around the cheek where I have a lot of the scarring. Press it in. So bronzer is a major must-have for me. I mean, I'm a California girl. I'm also a full coverage girl, so bronzer is super important so that it actually looks like skin and there's some dimension and there's no floating head. That's the worst when someone has a full coverage and it doesn't match their body. So bronzer is gonna really help me to connect everything. So I chose a color that looks like the color of my body. Fancy that. It's not just a color that's pretty, it's a color that actually looks like my skin, so it's gonna match and I not just look like bronzer sitting on my face. Now because it's a little bit of a darker color, I'm gonna use my face blender brush for bronzer. You can see I use it often. So I like to press into the pan and then into my hand so that it's not like super blotchy right when I put it on. And this is where I start at the neck, kind of go up the jawline. This is going to help to give some definition to the jawline without having to like draw crazy lines. And then from the hairline, bringing the color in. Again, because I like a fuller coverage, I press in so that I don't move any of my coverage. And bring it up. All right. Smooth, blotchy. And now for some highlight, which I love. It gives glow and beautiful dimension. It makes the face not look flat, which I feel like a lot of times when someone wants a full coverage, it looks flat because it's just a bunch of product sitting on the face. Pink Glow is a gorgeous highlight. I like to use an angled brush for the highlight, and rather than sweeping, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna press it. So go right into the product and press where the highlight should be. And go right down the nose. And last, for a little pop of color, I love to use a cream blush. It almost doesn't make sense to use cream on top of powder, but it's gorgeous because it gives that little bit of the dewiness and that skin-like feel after you've already set your foundation and everything. So I like to take a little bit of a cream blush with that same full coverage brush that I used and just press it right on top of where I did the highlight. So smile, start high on the apple of the cheek and blend out. The cool thing is I could do the same, put it on my lip. And there you go. We got smooth, glowing, full coverage and sad, uneven skin, but let's fix that. And there you go. That's how you get smooth, glowing skin that's full coverage, but still looks like skin.